Alrighty then. Just checking. Before I send it off to people. Pretty severe delay. Oh. Okay. Let's get to going. Elden, okay. Man, this is the slowest the invasions have been in a very long time. Interesante. I need to do more jump heavies and shit like that. Huh. I guess I could go into Kaled. Get that shit going too. I don't know. Yeah, that would mix it up a little bit more. That'd be nice and interesting. Oh, finally. Damn. A little concerned there. Just a little concerned. Bam. I never really get a chance to do that. I don't feel the need to get that fancy because it get me killed more often than care for. Yeah, okay. Man, is it dark here? Can't see nothing. Hello, boys. Here, hold this, please. Now that I'm buffed up, could you hold this, please? Here, just so we can all see where we're going. Oh, that's why you're all freaked out. Well, that broke my safety net immediately. Thought I saw one heading that way. You shouldn't mash out of hit stun. You're smarter than your boyfriend here. Bye. Have fun in there. I love Virgin. I love the Iron Virgin so fucking much. They're so fucking funny to play around. Yeah, I kind of figured Mr. Bloodhound's Fang was gonna mash out a hit stun. He's got an he's got a curved greatsword, and it's a very, very good curved greatsword. I'm not gonna deny him that in the slightest, but kind of figured he was gonna do something stupid and just continue R1ing even though I hit him, and I have enough hyper armor to tank through. Just enough. All I need. But boy, does it not feel like it sometimes. They almost got me there. They did pop my safety net, and that was a little concerning. Had to be a little bit more safer than normal, but then the host and the other phantom were both idiots and weren't keeping their eye on the birdie, i.e. the Iron Virgin behind them. Or the Virgin Taker, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I just call them the Iron Virgin. Or the Virgin, for short. Always funny. That's the second time someone has died to that, and it wasn't me. And it got both of them. That's even fucking funnier. What a great way to start the stream. I'm sorry I'm rather late. I was holed up again in I had my breakfast kind of late because I hadn't eaten until just a little bit ago, so that's why I'm going to be gassy for the next 12 years. But I was also catching up on all my YouTube drama with the Ava shit, the, Chris, Ava, Tyson, that whole shenanigan. And I'm not going to get into it because that's not my area of expertise, but, it's whatever. Bold of you to come straight at me. Too bold. So I guess you just wanted to die too. That's cool. And y'all are boring. That was almost too easy, sadly. Dare I say the first fight was way more entertaining, especially with the comedic end. That was fucking hilarious. That's going into a highlight reel. In fact, I should reinstall DaVinci Resolve just to make that a short. Just to make that a short. That would be fucking stupendous. Alright. This is another new 150 build that I wanted to make and just see how cracked I could make it. Hello. Okay, I forgot I had this. Fuck. Oh, that's okay. So I came here for that then. That's.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
We should all thank our lucky stars that this hefty bastard isn't a smithing or somber weapon. That would suck so hard. Because it would have so much better. It would have so much better fucking weapon or, yeah, weapon damage out the out the ass. Alright, so we're gonna be here a while I spam the X button to fucking level up everything as fast as possible. And once again, thanks to From Software for slowing down everybody's interaction with the UI in the menu. If you can't tell, this is how fast I can press it. Like, I'm tensing the muscles in my arms to vibrate my arm as fast as humanly possible to press this goddamn button, and it's still super fucking clunky. It's not as bad as Dark Souls 3, but dear god is it fucking annoying to deal with shit like this. Oh, I'm broke. However, will I fix that? There we are.
Back already, no matter.
I never left you. Back again already. Back already, are we? Never left, dude. I hear the Troll's Golden Swords is a fairly good strength weapon. I don't know though. I should probably go get the Brick Hammer too. That gets an S scaling strength, which is just bonkers, chat. It's just straight up bonkers. For those of you who don't know or who are new to my streams, an S scaling in Elden Ring or any From Software game, I'm assuming even Armored Core is the same way, but any S scaling in like Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and probably even Bloodborne, I don't think I've seen an S scaled weapon. Anyway, it doesn't matter. S scaling in those From Software game, any of these From Software games is the highest scaling you can get, and it's exceedingly rare. But when you have it, goddamn, is it amazing. Okay, I need to do this the smart way. Again, for those of you who don't know or who are new to my streams, my name is Wolfacid64. I play Elden Ring pretty much daily. I have several builds, as you saw in the menu. I am also open to answering any questions anyone has ever about the game. My knowledge of the lore is rather extensive, but my knowledge of the weapons and which ones are better for which playstyle is even more extensive than that. So I'm happy to answer any questions any of you have. Don't hesitate to ask. Feel free to interact with me as much as humanly possible. I crave human interaction. I am a bitch for human interaction, even if I may appear antisocial as shit. It's because I'm uncomfortable with meeting new people, especially in person. So I'm more standoffish than I would be if I was in like a streaming setting, obviously, for a more, you know, easier, simpler explanation. But yeah, so anyway, back on track. The scaling system in Elden Ring is somewhat loosely based off of the rating system in Japan for their schools. S being like America's A plus or whatever. Then there's A, B, C, D, and then for the worst is E scaling. Any stat with E scaling in it, you might as well just not pump anything into it ever after getting the requirement to meet it. And what I mean by that is, so let's say this Serpent Hunter had a, it doesn't have any requirements whatsoever, as you can see on the right next to attributes required. It's, if you look to the right of the screen under guard negation, attributes required, it has none because you can just use this at pretty much any level. I've seen people do it. And if it was to have a requirement for, let's just say, excuse me, let's just say that the strength requirement, to make it easy, had a requirement of 10. So that means your character needs to have up to 10 points to to use the sword correctly, or the spear rather, sorry. Or if you had 3 points into strength and you two-handed it, you could also use it correctly because you're bridging the gap by two-handing it. So you're cutting the cost of the strength by 7 points, which for some weird reason counts as using it correctly. Either way, if the strength scaling over here next to attributes required said that this, like here, it says if it has, that it has a dex scaling of E. Okay, so let's switch up the analogy then. If I had to have 10 points of dexterity to use the weapon correctly, and it has an E scaling in the dexterity, do not put in anything else into dexterity because it most likely will not do anything. But the Serpent Hunter has an A scaling in strength, so it is perfect for my build purposes where I have 60 strength. And obviously for somber weapons like those Serpent Hunter, Great Spears, those are somber weapons, which means they take one of every somber smithing stone to upgrade it by 1 point up to plus 10, whereas here all these weapons are regular smithing weapons, and they take regular smithing stones up to 25. And more often than not, most somber weapons will not have any attribute changes or attribute scaling changes once you have it at plus 10. Normal smithing weapons like the War Axe and the Iron Cleaver here will have different scaling attributes in the middle section here at the bottom. That will change depending on what Ash of War you put on your weapon, whereas normal regular weapons, or the unique weapons with the Somber requirement, will not. And there are also, sadly, some false unique items that I've heard someone label them as such, where they so the Bone Bow, for example, is a new DLC bow that has no Ash of War that can be changed, so it is technically a unique weapon. However, for whatever reason, From Software deemed it necessary to still upgrade it with smithing stones. And I think that's ridiculous, but it's whatever. I'm not on the board or anything. And I'm not going to be upgrading Reduvia because I don't need it. It is not conducive to the plot of my game here. So yeah, these are all the regular weapons I have. I already have all these leveled up. I have both of these leveled up. This is not a unique weapon, so it is not a somber weapon. This is a unique weapon because it has a unique Ash of War. If you look here under Fingerprint Stone Shield, under it says it's classified as a Great Shield. The weapon damage it does is considered strike or blunt if you prefer. Under that is the FP cost of the Ash of War, the weight of the weapon being 29.0. But before that, up above that, it says Shield Crash, and that is the unique skill of the weapon, or the Ash of War if you prefer. But yeah, that's the main thing that is driven. Yeah, that's the main thing that drives the attributes, is the different Ash of War on it. My affinity scaling on it is bleed, so it does a lot more damage than regularly, especially with Shield Crash, because with Shield Crash I will be hitting one opponent multiple times, as I have already done here, so I don't need a buff. I can go to Margit, however, and show you guys what I mean by it hitting multiple times and the fact that it scales differently. Okay, so now that I'm at this, Ashes of War can be changed at your Sides of Grace with the Whetstone knife. And so here I can undo the enchantment and get an A scaling in strength, or a B scaling in strength, excuse me, with the 60 over on the far right under character status. The 60 strength I have makes this a very powerful weapon as is. The Shield Bash is the default Ash of War on this weapon, which means I just punch it forward once. But I can also heavy infuse this, which means I get a B, and I still retain that B scaling in strength. I can give it a keen affinity, which gives it a B scaling in dexterity. This is what you would like for your pure dexterity builds, like on my Yoshihiro Tajiri character, named after the famous Japanese wrestler in the WWE. quality build means that if you have enough points in strength and dex, you can utilize both attributes to be extremely powerful. Magic would be in intelligence scaling, which I don't have very much of. Fire would be the same as dexterity, it seems, and then strength and faith is for the fire. Flame art, I'm sorry. Lightning is again for dexterity. I don't know why, but it scales lightning affinities scale primarily off of dexterity. So the more dexterity you have, oddly enough, the more damage the lightning affinities will have. Sacred scales primarily off of faith, so the more faith you have, the more damage the sacred will. And then arcane is delegated to poison and blood loss. See, I will have 139 poison build up, in addition to 70 madness build up, which is 2 status effects onto 1 shield, which is just insanity. And I'm gonna go with the blood because it gives me an additional 121 blood loss buildup. And considering that and the madness buildup both take off a 10% a 10 percentage point or 10 percentage of someone's total HP, that's 20 whole points of or 20% HP removed from someone in the game. Same for Frost would do the same thing. That's a 10% plus the 70 or the madness buildup. If both proc, that's 20% plus the 20% damage negation of the 20% damage absorption reduction that someone will take if frostbitten, and on top of that, they will also have issues recharging their stamina as fast as normal. It will be reduced as well. I don't know how much. I can't remember. And then finally, we round it off with the occult affinity, which is like the heavy affinity, but for arcane builds. If I had a higher arcane stat, I would want to have either the occult affinity, the poison affinity, or the blood loss affinity, depending on what I wanted to do. If I wanted to cause poison to build up quicker, I would go with the poison affinity. If I wanted blood loss to build up quicker, I would go with the blood affinity. But if I just wanted pure damage based off of my arcane stat, I would go for the occult affinity, because again, that's like the heavy version of this. Now this is a C scaling, which is up from D. It's not a B like it would be on the heavy, but that's because I don't have a 60 arcane to throw into this build. I have 60 strength to use this weapon correctly. So if I really wanted to go for pure damage, I could go for the B scaling in heavy, but I want to be a massive chode to everything, so I have a lead affinity on it, which reduces the overall damage the weapon does. However, the trade-off is that I also have the blood loss building up. So, and it doesn't entirely matter the damage reduction because I can just pop both of these, and these stack to give me even more damage than typical of someone just playing it normally. So let's get into this, and I will fight Margit and show you all how powerful this can be. And if you saw that splash of blood, that was the blood loss proccing, as we call it in From Software games. That means that the meter built up fully, and then once it was built up fully, the big splash was the proccing of the status effect, and he took 10% reduction to his, or he took a 10% hit to his total HP, which is what we were looking for. I also have fairly decent strength build weapons here. I do like colossal weapons, even if they are clunky and slow. I still love these big burly bastards. They're so much fun, at least in my opinion, to play with. Yeah, I enjoy the piss out of these guys. They're so much fun to play with. If I give this weapon a heavy affinity, now that I have an Ash of War on it, the Ash of War Giant's Hunt, which is just one giant thrust with the sword that gives me an S scaling in strength, which is the highest you can do. And the talisman I just swapped from is the Axe Talisman, which increases the strength of charged attacks, which would only justify using the heavy attack of a weapon. In a previous stream compared the I compared the Godfrey icon, which enhances charged skills of weapons and charging spells, which is not the same as the Axe Talisman. But yeah, I swapped off of that into the Spear Talisman, which dictates that any any thrust damage I deal while an enemy is attacking will be increased more than it normally would be. It gets a 15% increase to the thrust damage of it. And then I have the one eye shield for ranged attacks. This has the Flame Spit, a unique skill on it, which cannot be removed, and it cannot be, I can't find it lying on the ground somewhere and give it good attributes scaling to it, because that would be really broken if you could. Not that it needs it, obviously, because this Ash of War does plenty of damage on its own, and it's a very good distance closer. I mean, good lord, I've tracked bosses across the room after they've flown 20 feet away from the host to, clap them with this fucking sword. Or this shield, rather. It's so devastating and fun to use. And that has a pretty good arc to it, too. And again, it is devastatingly powerful. And since that does nothing but fire damage, if you have a talisman that increases your fire damage, which is the fire talisman, or the fire scorpion charm, you can increase the damage of it even further. Yeah, anyone have any questions, or should I just stop yapping? Even though this is a live stream and I'm supposed to be yapping for around about 4 hours or so. Okay, that was weird. I have to admit, as good as this armor is, I'm not entirely overtly fond of how it looks. Like, the bulky aesthetic of it is kind of... It's alright. I'm not gonna... I don't know, it's just... It's not for me, is, I suppose, what I'm trying to get at. Like, you can have bulky armor all you want, which is why people run the full Bull Goat set. For those of you who don't know, there's a set of armor in Elden Ring called the Bull Goat set, but when people wear the whole set in the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, I call it the Full Goat set, just to make it easier instead of saying the full Bull Goat set. Yeah, that's another extremely bulky... yeah, that's another extremely bulky set. I prefer more streamlined sets like this Armor of Solitude. I think this looks pretty clean on me, not gonna lie, especially the cape. It's a very good cape. I love the look of this. I also love the look of... I kind of like the look of the Verdigris armor. Yeah, Verdigris armor. It's alright, it's just slightly... It's almost too bulky for me to enjoy it. But Gaius's armor, as you all saw, makes me look like an armored pine cone. I don't know what it is. Or as I said yesterday, it looks like I'm getting ready to play American football, which is fine, I guess. It's whatever, but I don't know. It just doesn't suit my taste. Nope. Not gonna do anything. I don't care what you were gonna do, you're not gonna do. Oh, I forgot to go get the brick hammer, and I was poised to go get it too. God damn it. And we're going back. Oh wait. Also so used to having these too. These are the martial arts Dane's wraps. This is the heavy dry leaf arts. I had these heavy infused because that would be the best damage infusion. Same with the Watchdog's greatsword on my back. That also has an once again it has the S in heavy scaling, which is the best I can get on anything. Is have an A scaling. Wow. And they only scale off of strength. Alright, that's a little concerning. Oh, this Ash of War is so fucking broken. Oh, now you pull out your sword. Okay. Brick Hammer. That's one of the. That's another very very good strength weapon. It had when fully upgraded. Hang on. It has a B now, which is just insanity on its own. But when it's upgraded fully, it will also get an S scaling depending on whatever Ash of War you put on it. I'm not entirely sure what Ash to put on it. See, and that's very good damage. I'm sure the damage would also be very good if I just had the 31 strength to use. I don't know. But, yeah. I never really know what Ashes of War to put on hammers, because they already... I don't need one that does more poise damage to players to, like, knock them out of being extremely tanky, or to punch through their guard, or whatever. So, I guess I could put pretty much anything on it that they can do. I wouldn't really know, because, again, it's difficult for me to decide whether I want to be more tanky or just more annoying with it. Mostly I prefer being more tanky, but with weapons like with the Watchdog's greatsword here with the heavy infusion, I kind of don't really need to be hitting too much harder with the hammer. So let me see what Ashes of War I can put on. There you are. Yeah, I can put in. Braggart's Roar is actually a pretty with the heavy infusion. Braggart's Roar is a personal buff that increases your stamina recovery while also... Wait, hold on. There we go. Braggart's Roar. Declare your presence with a boastful roar. Raises attack power, defense, and stamina recovery speed. So while that is active, I have increased damage and damage negation, as well as increased stamina recovery. It is a personal buff. It cannot be, you know, gifted to your friends if they're in the same world with you and standing next to you when you roar like that. It is still one of the better roars in the game, besides probably Troll's Roar, I would assume. And Troll's Roar isn't even actually like a personal buff, it's a knockback effect with a follow-up swing. Back to the full charging talisman, because it never hurts to have that be enhanced, especially for hammer weapons. Those need it the most because they are, especially with Braggart's Roar, it will be boosted by the axe talisman when I use it. And I could also boost the Ash of War further with the Roar Medallion, which is a medallion that, as the name suggests, it boosts the roars of all weapons who have it by, I think it's 20%. So 20% more of... And it stacks with... I forgot to mention, it also stacks with the damage of the charged heavy damage of the weapons themselves. So if you have the roar on, the roar medallion to boost the roar of it, it all increases with the Axe Talisman to do even more damage than typical, which makes this one of the better, once again, one of the better roars in the game. There we go. Oh, finished it off. Good. So yeah, once again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, and if you don't know, if you when you have the roar active, if you select off of it or put it on your back like I have it right now, the roar will deactivate. The Braggart's Roar, Ash of War will deactivate and you won't get the full benefits. So don't think you can just use it as a personal buff and then swap off of it. That's not how it works. That's used to was how it worked, but then they patched it because God forbid we have fun in. Hello. God, I have so much hyper armor when casting this fucking move. It needs a fucking nerf to that horse shit. Holy fuck, dude. That's not okay amounts of hyper armor. And hyper armor is any instance where a player cannot be moved at all by most of anything that someone can do, unless they're being hit with a freight train. However, I do have a freight train build alongside this one. I have a freight train faith build that could not move a bitch out of using the palm blast. So that needs to be, you know, nerfed and reworked. I should also probably go level up the hammer while I have the free time. If anybody sees this later on YouTube when it fully gets posted there, please do tell me in the comments if you want to see more of my builds go through the DLC. I don't have too many of them going through the DLC, but I have some of them going through. I also have a I can also pull out the Holy Bonk build, which I have. I do like using that, and it's fun to use in the arena sometimes because I want to main the hammer that I have on it. It is Devonia's Great Hammer. But yeah, also later on in the video, when this is posted, don't forget to like this stream, please, or like this stream right now. That would be splendiferous. And yeah, also don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube if you like more of my content, or me just yapping on about this, that, and the other thing. I'm happy to yap on. I would love to make a career out of yapping as much as humanly possible, because I don't want to go back to regular work. It's not for me. Did it for 6 whole years, and it's not it, Chief. Wah. Got it. 1995, that's actually not bad. That was a year before I was born. What? Oh, nice. Split the difference so well. I threaded that fucking needle. What? Hey. So funny. I guess I could also use my... Actually, I want to use this. Gets a C in strength and in dex. Weird. I say it's weird because the highest stat requirement is strength at 34, as you saw. But it has a Sorcery of the Crozier as the Ash of War, but no int requirement whatsoever, which I think is madness, but it's whatever. I think the strength of the Ash of War also is dictated by the upgrade level of the weapon, so this being plus 10 because it is a somber weapon means that it is dealing as much damage as humanly possible on the Ash of War. I think I could pull out my Gigabonk build, or my Gigabonk hammer, because that would be a lot of fun. This is another weapon of mine that I love to use. It has an S scaling in the strength or in the heavy category, or yeah, for strength, the heavy affinity. This is the Giant's Crusher. the name makes a whole lot of sense. And so now I will go fight what is arguably most people's first shard bearer, Godric the Grafted. We'll watch his cutscene real quick.
Mighty dragon, thou the true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Diddly diddly, neighborino. Woo! And that's Godric done.
Of all that is
I love this build. This is so much fun to do. It gets a little old after a while, so when I get bored of it, I'll swap to something else.
bathed in rays of gold.
Actually, you know what? I think I'll swap to Carl Stephenson. Just because I'm almost at the DLC with him, and that would be really fun to do. I also have another build dedicated solely to one specific DLC weapon, and that is the Ancient Meteoric or Greatsword. I will probably show that later on because I'm going to be streaming for a lot longer today than I normally. Because I am, god damn it, I hit continue. Never mind. Oh. Yes, thank you. Ow. There you are, Carl. Ugh. I'm also happy to have rebuilt this build because it's one of my favorites. And I do like the chicken wing armor. I also love the young lions set here. Very fashionable. Goes very well with my helmet here of the Black Wolf mask that I almost always wear because I am Wolf's at 64, so it's more apropos if I wore a wolf face mask all day. Well, I might also go back into some invasions later on when I get bored with the main game, and I'll definitely do some arena fights. I do love the arena sometimes. Not so much these days because everyone has bullshit broken weapons, so it's just boring to deal with, everybody acting like an asshole all the time. Because everybody just spams the weapons and the weapon arts and the spells from the DLC because they hit like a freight train. And well until From Software nerfs the piss out of them. And I wouldn't have any issues with any of these spells if any of the resistances people have to the specific stats that they're shooting out at us actually meant something. Like, for instance, and because it's the easiest to, deal or to explain, mages in this game have incredibly broken spells that just are so obnoxious and frequently used that it's not even funny. For instance, there is a spell here called Comet. Mages can get it if they have 52 intelligence to use the spell correctly. You can get it at the Academy of Ray Lucaria, so that's fairly early on, and 52 is not that unusual to get if you just sacrifice all your HP, which most mages do. It's the getting to them and pinning them down part that's the most difficult, because mages will wear light armor or just straight up robes and then roll around as fast as humanly possible, because there is such a thing as light rolling in this game. It is a pain in the ass to deal with for normal Joe Schmo players like myself to deal with, and it makes mages really annoying. And Comet hits like a freight train boosted by steroids, despite how whatever I'm wearing, whatever armor I'm wearing that boosts magic damage negation, and whatever consumables I'm using, it will still hit like a fucking freight train. So yeah, mages in From Software games are always broken. And I'm gonna let this cutscene play out too, because it is Moog's cutscene. It's a very interesting cutscene, and I enjoy it. And we're almost at the DLC anyway. This is the last step before getting into the DLC. Enjoy.
Dearest Mikola, you must abide alone a while. Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty.
I forgot that I didn't have the crystal tier on to negate his phase 2 damage. Oh well, hopefully I do very well. Got him. Oh my god, that was actually butt clenching right there.
The coming of
Whew. That's phase 1 Mog, everybody. I got 42,000 runes. Or 420. I don't know. Head into the realm of shadows. Hooray! DLC, where everyone is and everyone needs help, because no one needs help going through the main, sadly. Unless I invade, then I find everybody and their dog needing help in the main game and the DLC. It's a little bit of both, the hodgepodge of different things. Oh, Mamma mia. Okay. Alright, before I go do anything else, I need to upgrade these as much as possible. And then I'm probably going to get myself more coffee. There's 50 of these bastards, by the way. And most of them are actually around 47 of them are after one of the bosses where I feel people would need them the most, which I think is bullshit, but whatever. I didn't fucking make the game. I already made my points perfectly clear on my review of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, which you can watch also on my channel here at Buffassaid64. I made that video 2 weeks ago now, and it has, I want to say, 12 views on it, so that's cool. So yeah, do go check that out so you can get more in-depth ideas of how I feel about this DLC. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Let's fight this bitch and see if I can get his weapon. Nope. Damn it. Thank you. Okay, he does not need a 20-piece McSpin Nugget combo. Goddamn, bro. And he didn't drop his weapon. Whack. That's actually funny that the bubble transferred to Torrent. Or he still has his bubble. Huh. Alright. Note for next time. Not even gonna fuck with the furnace golems because I don't care for their fight. It's a massive pain in the ass. That's another instance in where the scatter tree fragments, the things I was leveling up, would definitely be necessary because wow, do they hurt. Like, they one-tap Torrent if you're not careful or if you're too close to them because they have the ability to kick flaming debris at you because why the goddamn fuck not? Why not make everything as difficult as humanly possible? Christ alive, software. But again, I'll leave my bitching at the door because I have an entire video dedicated to bitching and bit. I mean, they're certainly cool and their inclusion in the DLC is very nice. I just wish they didn't hit like a furnace golem. Alright, so we're coming up on the second side of Grace for the DLC now. This is another area where you can get a scatter tree fragment. You can get one all the way back at where we began, and hang on. You can get one all the way back here if you traverse this small area back here. And then you can get two more up here by going up to here, and then once you're up to Three Path Cross, you can go up to here to the town of, to the town of Bellarat. Yeah. Okay, so it's through here, and this is Bellarat. I'm sorry. This is where you can get a third scatter tree fragment. So you would have up to 3 scatter tree fragments before you got into a very problematic boss, and then the other 47 scatter tree fragments, or shadow tree fragments, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, are in the greater beyond area of the game that you need to get through this first hurdle to get through. Which I think is horrific bullshit, but whatever. It's From Software wanting to challenge the players, so who the fuck am I to critique the gods of the gods of From Software? How dare I state my opinion? I guess. Law. Excuse me. And I know I've had some AI generated captions on my stream highlights before, but I will no longer be able to because CapCut wants me to join their subscription services in order to get more, which I feel is ridiculous, but it is what it is. I'm not in charge of the shit. I'm using the free version of it where I don't have to pay for anything, which is what I definitely prefer, but if I want any more outstanding things in that field, I would have to pay for it, which I can't afford because I am broke. Such is life in 2024. Here. Nope. And if it seems like I've been inside of Bellarat before, it's because this is one of my favorite areas. even after I completed the DLC, I almost always went to Ballarat first. Ballarat and the Shadowkeep are my two favorite areas. Yes, the Shadowkeep has the Fire Knights that annoy the ever-living piss out of me, but I still love it all the same. Yeah, there we go. 35, 59. That was quite a bit. Sure, we'll pretend he got to turn all the way around and hit me. Get in here, dude. Like, I love how he somehow magically turned enough to hit me, even though, no, he didn't. He ran past me, but what do I know about hitboxes? I only play this game every day, and not even for a living, because no one will pay me for it, sadly. I know YouTube wants high benchmarks and, you know, very dedicated people to work for them to create money through ads and whatnot, but the benchmark seems a little bit high in my personal professional opinion, because I need to have at least 1,000 subscribers, which is not at all easy to do, especially in 2024, because everyone is playing video games or just creating shock content, like these shit pranks, or they have a TikTok following that they you know start off with, and take inspiration from, or take most of their audience from, which someone like me who doesn't use TikTok anymore finds extremely difficult, because it's such a weird and shit platform, at least in my opinion. It's trying to be YouTube Shorts, but it's a whole app. It's trying to be Vine, excuse me, and I don't get it. I don't get the appeal behind it. Sure, it's entertaining and all of that jazz, but it's just not for me. And that's okay. Not everything has to be for everyone. There's that. But yeah, especially now in 2024 with all these YouTube pranksters, or these TikTok pranksters, doing the utmost stupid, ludicrous, and downright illegal things to get YouTube, or to get TikTok famous. It's hampering the ability of the regular YouTubers such as myself and other content creators who just want to be good people. It hampers us from, getting any push in attention, because all of the attention goes to these idiots who have no idea what they're actually doing, and so they have to keep, or I feel like these idiots just genuinely did not get enough attention as kids from their parents, so they have to lash out online for attention. Listen to me being a complete and utter boomer, but that's funny because I'm a millennial. I was apparently born at the tail end of being a millennial. I was born in 1996. Anyway, um, but yeah, it makes it a lot harder. Excuse me. And the algorithm for, the small content creators like myself and others to get pushed to the front pages of YouTube's For You page. It also is very difficult because of other big named YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. I know PewDiePie got off of YouTube, but for such a long time he was one of the biggest YouTubers of all time. I think he still holds the record for being the biggest YouTube channel of all time at 50 million subscribers. I know Mr. Beast is doing his best to get up there, but with recent things coming about, I don't know how well that's going to go. But my point is that with all of that going on, it's very, very difficult for up and coming content creators like myself and a few of my friends and other YouTube content creators to, grow as much as people who did it back when YouTube was first starting out, and they had, they could do whatever they wanted and they would get good positive growth. They could do whatever they want within reason, I suppose I should say. and they would get good positive growth, and now they have, quote unquote, made it on YouTube as content creators because of all their. And it's not to discredit them by saying that they didn't work for it. They probably worked obscenely hard for it, long and hard for it, giggity. But it feels like now in 2024 we have to work even harder and even longer than they had to in the day. And I'm sure even without the advent of uh, TikTok and shit like that, it probably would still be difficult, but probably not nearly as difficult as it is because we have so much competition to deal with, and YouTube's guidelines are so strict on what we can and cannot say. It makes it even more difficult for me. It would be more difficult to be monetized, and I can understand it from a business standpoint. Nobody wants to be associated with a angry 27-year-old gamer named Wolfless64 who says retard every other fucking word out of his mouth or causes up a storm. But I guess that's what sponsorships are for. I know a lot of companies, specifically game companies like Gaijin Entertainment, will sponsor vulgar channels, much like myself. So, but those are channels with bigger followings, so it makes more sense financially to have those channels be in your care and repertoire, because you would then be getting a lot of revenue and a lot of eyes seeing it more than you would for a 20 subscriber YouTuber like myself. But but my point is, it's more difficult for content creators like myself to get up to a comfortable level like most other people, even after all of our hard work. It's just yet another gripe I can file under the boomer mentality that I have, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I'm just talking out loud. It's just so different in today's climate than it used to was several years ago. Hell, even 5 years ago is significantly different. I'm just talking out of my ass. I feel like, well, as a YouTuber, I kind of have to be a yapper. I have to be. I think all YouTubers are certified yappers, and Yapper Von Yappington, the esteemed mayor of Yaptown, or Yapperville, or whatever you want to call it. I do be yapping quite a bit, and that's okay, kind of what we have to do in to, fill a time slot. Not all of us have to talk as much as I do, I just prefer talking. And I hate how... I like that these enemies are new, but I just wish these ones specifically didn't move around so much. Just fucking take the hit. Or they just dodge in weird ways, and they just avoid the hit altogether. And that one apparently has a scissor head grab, which is really fucking weird. I thought only Black Widow could do Hurricane Ranos like that, but it's... Okay. I think I'm gonna go kill the Divine Beast here, and then I'm gonna take a break because I've been streaming. Well, it's been only an hour, but I've been sitting for quite a while. I haven't taken a real proper break, and I kind of want to, get the blood flowing again. I don't know, it's just... I'd like to stand up every now and then, so that's cool. What? Really? Dude. Really? Okay. Bitch, where? I dodged! Fuck you! Okay. That was such an abysmal run. Like, fuck you too, From Software. Christ. You see what my problem is? Like, fuck, even with all 50 Scadutree fragments, these bastard fucking characters do way too much damage. Like, Christ. And I can't hit them for shit because, again, they move around way too fucking much. If I wanted a boss that moves around a lot, I'd go fight Malekith. Bro, that was not... Still going. Thank you. Goddamn. Sure. Thank you. That's phase 2, cunt. Really? Hey, Elden Ring. It's called trading. You ever heard of it? No? About it. Wait. My issues that I have brought up in my previous, when I first streamed the DLC, still stand. This bastard does way too much damage. As does the lightning phase. Like, his lightning does way too much damage, but that's just me. Again, people will call it a skill issue all they want. Doesn't mean it's actually true. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, sure. Dude, can I have, like, health for more than 5 seconds? Sure. Come on, you geriatric piece of shit. Thank you. God damn. Yeah, I still do not like this boss fight. I don't care what anyone says. I do not enjoy this boss fight whatsoever. And the Divine Beast Head can suck it. Okay, so now to, you know, take a break and all that jazz, I will be exiting out of the game because when I come back, my controller is going to be turned off the Bluetooth because it has a sleep mode that I don't know how to turn off on my computer. So it's best to just turn it off. And I will be sitting at the main menu because, yeah, I'm going to have to exit out of Elden Ring to get back into it once I have my controller paired back up with the Bluetooth. So yeah, BRB. I'll be back in like an hour or so. I don't know actually. However long it takes me to finish eating and all that stuff. So BRB, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright, getting back on it. Oh, I'm gonna be playing for at least one more hour for today, and then I'm gonna call it there, finish up the other half of my project that I'm gonna be turning in on Monday, like it's a fucking school project. It kind of is a project, at least for you guys to enjoy. I do have it's basically almost a half-hour diatribe of me bitching about the the two moon-based magic weapons, as in the Moon Veil Katana and the Dark Moon Greatsword from the base game of Elden Ring. So be on the lookout for both of those. I made a short YouTube short about it. uh, yeah, I did that, so you can watch that all you like. It's not a prerequisite. You just do it all you want. I'm not gonna like force you to do nothing. But yeah, do be on the lookout for that. I will also finish up the part 2 that is also going to be out on Monday, or this Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sorry for veering off course, I was on my phone for a second there. And this is my holy bonk build that I love to use because I absolutely adore this hammer, the Devonia's Great Hammer. When I killed Crucible Knight Devonia, when I was first streaming the DLC, I saw this hammer and I was immediately like, want. So yeah, I got the hammer and I made a whole build around it. I understand it's not the best for PvP, or it should be fairly good for PvP. I'm just not the best at PvP, especially in the arena. I do have in my review for the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, I did include some PvP, or a PvP video of my experience using the hammer and my subsequent issues with the Palm Blast Ash of War for the Dane's Dryleaf martial arts weapon. Again, y'all can go see that on my here on my channel. Yeah. Hopefully y'all will enjoy that. If you're new to the new to the stream, my name is Wolf of Sid 64. I play Elden Ring pretty much daily now because all other games are boring to me. Ow! And I am open to answering any questions you guys might have about the game or about myself. I don't particularly mind. I'm an open book so long as you ask questions. I don't have any very good lore explanations for the DLC because that's not my bread and butter. My bread and butter is the main game. So there's that. But also my wheelhouse is mostly the weapons of the game, specifically because colossal weapons, because they are my favorite class. Yes, they're big and bulky, and God, do I love them. I cannot use fire on this boss, so I'm gonna swap to my lightning axe here that I love to use too. Ugh. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions of myself or the game. Yeah, I'm open to every kind of thing. I went on a fucking diatribe before the break for like 10 whole minutes about how difficult it is for someone like myself to be a YouTuber in this day and age, because it's a lot. It basically boiled down to it's a lot harder now than it used to was because of people having large followings on Twitter to help like boost their presence on YouTube, which not all of us have or want to have or have really put in the work for. I understand it's work all the same as it would be if I, you know, didn't have it on TikTok. I'm just pointing out that the more popular people on TikTok come to YouTube and then I don't even want to say ruin the atmosphere or ruin the sphere of gaming, but they make it a lot harder for uh, us or smaller content creators to get a good foothold in the in the YouTube sphere to actually get some growth going, because YouTube will obviously in a business sense push the big channels that make them the most money. It makes the most sense. However, it's not in good conscience fair to everyone else who you know isn't as it doesn't have a large following off of another platform like myself and other creators. Personally, I don't give a shit about TikTok. I think it's annoying to constantly keep bitching about how it's uh, being used incorrectly and all that jazz. I just don't like it because it's a ripoff of what has come before, but that's neither here nor there. Nor does anybody actually fucking care. We're all just saying what we want to say to, like, throw our hats into the sphere of relevancy, I suppose. And I guess that's not very fair. There are people who genuinely do not like TikTok for one reason or the other, and I'm not at all discrediting that. I'm just saying for a large portion of people, it's not the biggest deal ever. Like myself. I'm not gonna shed a break in anger every time TikTok is brought up, but I am gonna cringe a little bit every time it's brought up. Because the only reason TikTok is as relevant as it is because of Vine dying or being bought off by. I want to say it was. Oh. But yeah, that was my diatribe for a while. I don't remember where to go. Hmm. I genuinely don't. I think I need to go back to High Road Cross. I suppose I could help people with the Rolana boss fight. That's always a fairly difficult one, but I want to at least try this axe with her because it's actually very good. With that being the case, though, I should. You know what? Let's go for the two-handed sword talisman. Since I will be two-handing this massive battle axe of mine, I can, you know, two-hand it fairly easily. Yeah, do all that jazz. I think I will be going into the arena at the half-hour mark. Whenever that is. Yay. Hopefully I get some. Never fucking mind, I'll shut the fuck up. I was gonna say, hopefully I get some people to fight with soon. Because this boss fight is a pain in the ass, and I would love to help as much as humanly possible. This is the millennia of the DLC, and I'm not even gonna, like, cap on that in the slightest.
Hey, hey!
Damn, you a whole ass magic build, dude. Let's get some physical defense OC going. Go. Hopefully I can get some good damage off on Rolana. She's a very big cunt of a boss fight. I should know I spent several hours last night trying to beat her with a friend of mine on his stream all day. Or pretty much all night, rather. Oh, there goes my frame rate. Hosty host, I'm not trying to be rude here, but could you get the fuck out of my way? Damn. See what I mean? She hits like a truck for no reason. Lita, get out of my way, please. How did you get that off? That was a good one. Oh, and I got the riposte. Hell yeah. What? I love how Lita can take most of, if not all, of the damage from Rolana. And back again. Dip. Ooh, spicy. Is that tis? Wow. Okay. Right. Damn, I think we broke her stance twice in that instance. How's this not phase 2 yet? And I don't care what anyone says, this bitch has 3 phases. Because there's phase 2. Zip! That one needs quite a bit of stamina. I'm not gonna use it too fairly often. Come on, there you go. Needle Knight Lita is a very good NPC to have in this fight because she actually pulls and holds aggro for quite a while. Does she do a lot of damage? No. But is that entirely important? Also, she can tank a lot and also keep her attention quite often, which is very helpful. Damn, she really wanted the host on that one. Yeah, that's another thing I don't entirely enjoy about Rolana's boss fight, is that she will just immediately turn her attention to whoever and clap their cheeks like they owe her money. And it's like, dude, chill. Utter madness, if you ask me. Let me see. Nah, that's good. Okay, my bad. There they are. I was looking in all the wrong spots. I suppose I could put that on later when I get back into a person's white. Go. The weapon art spam of these Death Knight axes does take quite a toll on your FP bar if you're not careful. Oh. I do like to run Starlight Shards at the same time. I guess I could go back on to L2 Enjoyer because that build is a split int faith build, and I do have access to the Impenetrable Thorns, which hit like a fucking freight train. kind of slow now. Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I'm probably just gonna enjoy my solitude because my parents are out of town for their anniversary. And I'm most likely just gonna be, well, I'm gonna be editing, maybe. Uh, or I might not. Either way, I'm gonna be, just trying to vibe as much as humanly possible. I'm gonna be by myself, so I'll be doing alright. I will be streaming tomorrow, though, at my usual time of 9 a.m. I just delayed it today because my parents were leaving and were, they were awake about the same time I get up and started. So I didn't want to bother them with any of my antics and talking out loud and they'll be like, huh, are you saying something to me? And it's like, no, Mom, I'm talking to my chat. And so on and so forth. Or if I'm into the PvP sphere, I get rightfully pissed off at bullshit John Souls.
Hey! Hey!
That is peak fashion, I guess. Damn. Had to hit this guy, god damn it. Not even gonna, okay. Thanks, dude. Now I can't fucking see. She's gonna clap your fucking cheeks. Rolana is one of those boss fights where I can't entirely talk too much because I had to focus on not dying horrifically. So forgive me if I'm not, you know, one-lining every time I do something interesting. I'm surprised I didn't give me a riposte. Oh, that knocks back? Okay. That's new. That did not hit me, but okay. Bitch. Oh, phase 3 already. See, that's when phase 3 starts for me. I don't care what anyone says, she has 3 phases, because at no point until that does she ever use that spell. She never uses it until that time frame. So, in my opinion, that is a 3rd phase. I, again, don't give a shit what anyone says. Alright. sorry, my husband texted me and he sent me photos of like magnetic stickers I could slap on cars that say, "Hey, nice driving, asshole," and I would definitely slap those on so many other cars. But to do something like that, I would have to either pull up next to them and get really good at tossing them onto the car, and then speeding the fuck off, and or following them to, you know, do that. And I don't feel like following people because that's fucking weird. Brendo, get out of my way, please. Thank you. I followed her the whole way. That's great. Is that speed buildup on the fucking rusty anchor? Never thought to parry her because why? Why would I try? This combo is terrible to try to parry. Dude. Damn. Alright, I gotta admit, that was the cleanest kill I've ever seen of her. Never distrust the bloody rusted anchor ever again. I will distrust the parry, however, because it doesn't ever seem, you know, useful. But alright, I need to use the euphemism, so I'll be right back, and then we'll do a few more, you know, fights, and then I'll go into the... Oh, somebody pre-ordered it. I guess that was the host. And then I'll get into the arena, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and determining what time it is, I am... I got one more boss fight in me, and then I'm gonna go to the arena. That's what I got. I started up again at 2:40, and 3:40 is when I'll cut it off because of the extra. But again, I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I will be streaming until... Gosh. I don't know. We'll see how I feel at the 2:30 mark, and then from there. Oh. Okay. Goddamn lights on. Even though torches are supposed to be bright as shit, but whatever. Really, there's no one else to help out with this shit boss fight. Cap. Oh, please let him fucking summon me. It would be bullshit if he didn't. Like, it would be pure bullshit if he didn't summon me. He walked right up to my sign. Come on now, From Software. Please. Eat it. But yeah. Yeah. I wish when you were dual wielding weapons, the heavy would include the second weapon, because it just doesn't make any sense. The R1s include both weapons. So why don't the charged heavies? I never understood that. Hell, even when using one axe per hand, it doesn't... that you just still do the one-handed attack. I think that's weird, but... it's whatever. I didn't make the game. You know what, Elden Ring? As of right now, you got 30 seconds to summon me into one more person's boss fight, or I'm gonna just go to the arena itself right. Actually, you have until 3:20. How about that? To summon me into someone's world, because it is currently 3:18 now, so you would have 2 more minutes. But this is it. And then for about however long I feel like I'm going to be doing the arena. Probably not very long, because, yeah, not a big arena kind of guy. The Crimson Chin. Here comes the Crimson Chin. Love it. Love the cosplay. It's so fucking fun. She-Ra, Princess of Per. You got a sucky long time. Alright. Everybody ready? Let's go, Crimson Chin. Actually, I've been pronouncing his name wrong. It's the Crimson Chin! Because it's all in all caps. Okay, bitch. Damn. Ain't even your main beef right now. Look at that aggro. I might not be super useful in the damage department for boss fights, but I can at least draw aggro. Like no one's goddamn business. What? Beyblade, let it rip! Oh. I guess it was too cringe for that. It's phase 2. Quality. I might want to pound one of these. Ow. Bitch. Huh. 1347, that's actually not bad. Alright. Well, time to go to the arena, and then maybe do some level 30 invasions. See how I feel about that. To the arena, so I can get clapped on. Heck, before I get started, dear gods of Elden Ring PvP, please let me get one fucking kill. Thank you. Oy. Ugh. If I can get at least one kill, I guess I can call that a success, but just fuck me. Big boy poise for big boy assholes. That's your claim to fame there, big guy? Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know why you were trying so hard to do all that, but it's whatever. Hey, at least to his credit, he didn't spam the weapon art a lot. He just used, and he didn't spam spells a lot either. Just meh. All right, gonna give it a second so he gets out of the way and gets into another fight, and I can fight someone new because I don't like fighting the same people over and over again. As rare as that is, sometimes it happens more often than I would enjoy. So yeah, that. Wow, you gotta run so far away, kiddo. Sure. Nah, come on, you deserve to mash out a hit stun. Okay, he did not swing that fast, but whatever, Elden Ring. Yeah, totally fair and balanced. He did nothing on my screen except for I died magically and whatever. Also, way to be the chode with hyper armor. I don't give a shit if I'm one to talk. No, I don't have a lot of hyper armor. I'm not that tanky. He's knocking me out of shit. To be fair, he's using an Ash of War that knocks a lot of people out of tankiness, and that's the point of the Ash of War, but dear God. It's whatever. Oh, you're gonna be annoying. Yep, annoying. Ooh, Ferrosante. Yeah, that totally knocked me out of it. Thank you, Elden Ring. Oh, and by the way, here's your blood build up. When you swap to a different weapon, it still get clapped on because you don't know how to use it correctly. Alright, gonna give that a fucking couple of seconds. Because people like that will just spam away at the Enter Coliseum button as much as they humanly can. It just gets cringe. I thought he was gonna contest and ride the lightning again. And I love how the heavy thrusting sword knocked me out of my attack, even though I know it shouldn't have, but whatever. Okay, sure. Okay, extremely rude little bitch. Yeah. Cool, you're so skilled. Dude, I hate this game. I hate what it's become. Everybody's a disrespectful little shit. Fuck you. Like, no, you did not just backstab me. That's mental retardation at its finest. But what the fuck do I know? I didn't design this horseshit. I would have made it so much better than it is. God. Like, fuck you too, kid. Christ. I get it, you have a microcock. Why does everybody need to see it, though? Also, again, I love how I'm using a fucking great hammer, but I'm being knocked out of my attacks, even though that's not how any of it works. Okay, my head just straight up did not do anything. Got it. That's fancy. We're getting fancy. You can't just R1 out of hit stun like that, sweetheart. I can because I have a colossal weapon, but whatever. Unless I'm hit first somehow, even though I'm swinging on my screen, but I guess on their screen I'm just standing still. So I take it like a fucking bitch in the face. Keep getting slapped in the face by people's cocks, even though no, I'm not. But whatever. What do I know about this game? I would have made dedicated servers decades ago. So I didn't have to fight people in Brazil, China, East Asia, whatever, with the fucking latency of an entire fucking second. But whatever. Okay. Well, come on then. I should have reached, but okay. Thank you, Elden Ring. I appreciate your candor. That should have connected, but what do I know? What the fuck do I know? She was on top. She literally fell into the attack, but somehow it just completely missed her. Sure. Whatever, From Software. Christ. Shit-ass dev team and shit-ass PvP. No one can change my mind, and there is not a goddamn thing anyone can ever say to make me have faith that they're ever gonna fucking fix it. Unless it's the next fucking game, because fuck the players. And fuck people for doing PvP, by the way. According to fucking From Software, who plays the biggest game of favorites with every host ever in the game. Fuck me. Again, that's another video for another time. Christ. So what, you just gonna crouch poke with a great katana? Is that it? Yep. And because of how the game works, I'm just gonna not have fucking any hits whatsoever. Yep, just no hits whatsoever, even though I'm hitting him completely on my screen. Thank you. Huh? Yeah, there you go, you fucking backstab fishing cunt. Damn, I get it, you have a microcock. Why do you have to show it to everyone? Christ. You can call me salty all you want, chat. I don't fucking care. Everybody who plays like this is a fucking sweat lord with no fucking dick to speak of because they sweated it off a year ago. When the game first came out, everybody like this asshole sweat their dick off because fuck having fun in this game. Nobody can have fun in this game. It's not fucking allowed. Only the sweat lords or the idiots who have no idea what they're doing can just dominate everything because fuck you. Dig the cosplay. Still see you, bud. Okay. Maybe level up some HP on that one too. Fucking Christ, dude. See, there's people who know exactly what they're doing, and then there's people who don't know what they're doing but watched a Reddit clip. That guy didn't know what he was doing, but he at least was trying to do something innovative. Everybody else follows into the category of they know exactly what they're doing and how to shit on everyone, or there's people who watch the 5-minute Reddit clips and make an annoying ass build that they just spam the heavy hitting weapon arts at. And there's no in between. If there is an in between, it would be me. I'm the in between because I somewhat know what I'm doing and I can shit on a good amount of people. But I also don't know what I'm doing and I just use what I like to use, which is big ass weapons. Are you gonna do something or are you just gonna stand there whistling Dixie? Uh-huh. Okay, should have been a fucking hit, but whatever, dude. That should have connected, but whatever. Whatever. So what, you're gonna be a bitch now and cast spells because you don't know how to fucking finish a fight? Yeah, I'm not dead yet, sweetheart. Damn, you don't know how to fucking finish a fight without being a fucking tool. Nope, can't do it. Gotta be a fucking toolbox about it. Yep, gotta be a tool about it. Yep, gotta be a tool about it. Fuck you. Uh-huh, shove it up your ugly ass, kid. You have no skill. You just roll away like the little fuckboy that you are. No skill. No skill. No skill. No skill. Fuck you. Go fuck your mom, you inbred hick from Alabama. I hope your fucking cousin mother's sister is so proud of your microcock being stuck sideways into a wood chipper. Christ. I don't give a flying fuck if he somewhat knew what he was doing. He was a fucking chode who played like an asshole. God motherfucking damn. Also, no, he did not outroll all of that fucking Devonia's vortex. At least the tail end should have connected, but what the fuck do I know? I'm only playing in the US while everyone else is playing in fucking Europe or Brazil or fucking Asia or whatever, and I have to suffer for it. You look disgusting. But why the fuck you backing up so much, dude? Yeah, should have connected, but whatever. Can you do anything else, though? Or are you just gonna be that much of a choke? Sure, that connected, definitely. Thank you. God. Uh-huh, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, you know how to dodge 13 times because you're a pussy. Sure, totally didn't hit me though. Yeah, I got a weapon art too, big guy. Sure, he can pivot that fucking hard. Whatever, dude. Yep, can you go shove it up your ass though? I get it, you have a microcock. Why is it on display though? God. Literal try hard, no in between. None whatsoever. Literal fucking try hard. Running away like he's like running 20 feet away from me to do nothing and then he just claps me. Like there's no way he turned that fucking hard in the air. There's no fucking way. I don't give a fuck what his tech was. There's no way you can turn that fucking far in the air. That's retarded. But what do I know? What the ever-loving fuck do I know from software? I only play this game every day. Such a passive little bitch. Yeah, it's you again. Cool. Uh-huh. So you gonna do something or just stand just outside my attack radius? Thank you. God, Elden Ring. Should have been a roll catch, but whatever, dude. Well, come on, you punk bitch. God damn. Should have been a roll catch, but what do I know? Come on, you fucking pussy. God. Are you done spamming the same goddamn move 13 times, you fucking fag? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, whatever, kid. God, I hate these kids. I hate PvP because it's so stupid now. Everyone's a brain-dead retard and no one can change my mind. Like, everybody just runs the fuck away and rolls 30 times just to fucking outspace everything. And it's like, cool, there's more to the game than just doing that, though. And he just constantly did the same move. All he did was tap the heavy button once, and the game let him fucking jump 13 feet to hit me. Because, God forbid, I have mobility. My fucking god, dude. Huh? Let's have some fun here. Okay. If that had connected, I would have been pissed. No, but whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever, kid. I don't give a flying fuck what this game says. He should have died like 13 times over, but what the fuck ever, kid. Trash player. Trash player. But fuck me, I guess. Just fuck me, utterly. Love this fucking game. It makes so much sense. Thank you so much, From Software, for making this game a pile of rancid dog shit, like you always do. Fuck me, I guess. Getting into an R1ing contest just because I don't have my hammer anymore. Man, you're a bitch. Literal bitch. Literally has no other skill other than spam away. Fucking soy boy that he is. Are you done? Really? He does that much damage? That's mental retardation at its finest. Yeah, sure, okay. Man, you're a fucking faggot. Oh, you do not deserve a point down. You do not deserve it. Wow, toxic ass player. Fuck you too, kid. Fuck you too. I don't give a shit what he had on his shield. I should have guard broke him, but what the fuck ever from Software. What a fucking jackass. What an actual fucking jackass. Also, he did fucking 1,890 points of damage. Fuck you, he can riposte that much. Fuck you. Fuck you, From Software. Fix your goddamn shit, dude. What an actual waste of fucking space, bro. What a fucking jackass. Wow. What a fucking Neanderthal. So what, you gonna beat me with my own weapon like a little bitch? Yep, you just gotta use my weapon to beat me, don't you, you little fucking bitch? Well, come on then. Oh, sure. Playing favorites once again From Software. God damn. Playing fucking favorites From Software! Go fuck your mom, bitch! You're an inbred hick from Alabama and now everyone knows it. Fuck you. Literally go fuck yourself. Literally go fuck yourself, kid. God motherfucking damn, I hate when this game plays favorites. Like, I'm doing it at the exact same time as he's doing it, but because fuck me, I guess, he can tank through mine. Or I somehow zip past him, even though, no, I'm not. But what the fuck ever, dude. What the actual fuck ever. Fuck you too, From Software. You don't know how to make a fucking game anymore. You just know how to be unbelievable chodes. Whatever. Sure. In between my heads. That makes sense. Okay, sure. The Shamshir also needs a fucking nerf. Dear God, fix your fucking game, From Software. Straight the fuck up. Fix your goddamn game, dude. This is mental retardation at its fucking finest. But no one at fucking From Software seems to give a shit. No one seems to give a shit about how broken everything is. Called it. Mother of God, please fix your shit. Mother of God, fix your shit. Fuck me. There. Now that we're all better acquainted with each other. Should have connected, but whatever. Sure. Definitely. Why does the animation take so long, Elden Ring? I still want to know. That did not hit me, but sure. Sure, he was on the other side of my fucking body, but whatever. Oh, go fuck yourself, kid. You have a fucking bleed build. Go fuck your mom. Literally go fuck your mom, you poise-abusing fuckboy. Damn. Didn't deserve none of that. Didn't deserve none of it. But whatever. What the fuck ever. I hate this fucking game, and I hate the PvP. Because From Software refuses to fix it ever. Or acknowledge that it has several issues that need to be fucking addressed. But what the fuck ever. I'll make a video about it so nobody can watch it. Fuck me and fuck everyone who plays this game like the fucking jackass retards that they are. God motherfucking damn.
Hey!
Ugh. Aren't you edgy? Wow, really? Punk bitch. I'm pointing down at you because you played like a little bitch. At least I mixed mine up. You were the one trying to spam the fucking Witch's Hour slash. Like everyone who runs that katana does for no fucking reason. What so goddamn fucking ever. Everybody who runs that fucking katana does everything in their power to get the 3 shots off immediately. Never fun. I hate you and your fucking shit scrolling. Ugh. Oh, and if anyone on the west coast of America wants a tip, or even at the east coast, don't invade people after 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be about 3 p.m. my time, because that's when all the sweat lords get home, apparently. I'm not a sweat lord. I at least actually try to be good at this game. Or I'm okay at this game. If I was clapping people every fucking chance I got, I would be a sweat lord. But I'm not. Ugh. Dude, they're up there and you fucking spawn me down here like the jackass that you are from software. And yet another part of the fucking PvP video I could make to bitch at from software with. Thank you. They're all the way back here and you spawn me down there. Wow, you're assholes. Fucking God, bro. What's up? No, please, don't let me interrupt. Where the fuck you going, pussy? Both of you suck at your job. Please start the fuck over on this game. Yeah, 12,557. Go fuck yourself with your overleveled boyfriend there, bitch. Literally, go fuck yourself. Christ all. Also, go play the game by yourself. Only summon people if you're having trouble with a boss. I know it's rich from me to talk about that because I fucking... Actually, yeah, I guess it is rich for me to talk because I have 4,000 plus hours in this game. But even before that, I was fucking getting through most of the game by myself. I only summoned people when I needed help with a really particularly challenging boss. That was it. I never played with friends because I never had any friends to play with in this game. Same with Bloodborne. Bloodborne was pretty much dead in the co-op sphere. It was practically dead by the time I got there because it was so old. Everybody had moved on to Dark Souls 3 and or were getting ready for Bloodborne or Elden Ring. Wilhelm. Okay. Are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Ah. Here, hold this, please. Thank you. And I'm going down too. Suck it. And then the fucking host fell too. Okay. Wow, I guess we're all just retards. We're all retards down here. And I still got the win. Love it. Not counting that because that was just mental retardation at its finest. I need to fucking get a third one. That was BS, dude. That was fucking idiotic as fuck. Oh, okay, I see how it is. So you're just gonna take away my runes. Got it. Cool. I don't really give a shit that I died before the host. It said the host vanquished before I finally fully died. But whatever, don't let me tell you how to make your game, Elden Ring. And yet another point I could make in my fucking PvP bitch fit video. Fuck me, dude. If they're already in the boss, don't fucking summon me, you dickheads! God damn. Fuck my asshole, dude. Holy shit. Like, god motherfucking damn. Hey, thank you. God damn, dude. Nightmare Fury. I'm actually surprised that fit. Ooh, someone's overleveled. What's up? Hold this, please. Yep. Hold this, please. How unfortunate that you ran out of FP at that exact moment that I needed you to. Are you done? Are you gonna learn your lesson here? There you go. God, that was painful. I don't know why. I know they have no experience, but why does anyone new to this game think it's okay to fat roll like that? Like, that was so painful to watch. And hell, even when I was first starting off in Dark Souls 3, I never wanted to be like that because it never was beneficial ever to hold as much shit as I could in it and on myself at one time. It just slows you down. It's terrible. And that's the point. Ah, God, I want one more just super satisfying fight, because I feel like I'm deserved that after the bullshit I dealt with in the fucking arena. At least I got 3 kills out of 9. I can die happy, I guess. The fuck am I? Birdman. Okay, let me guess, you're up there. Cosplaying as a bird. Or maybe you're back over at Rampart Tower because the game's a jackass. There you are. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Sure. Yeah, shove it up your ass, kid. I'm sorry I'm not a sweaty tryhard like you are. Yeah, point down because you know how to use map geometry. Fuck you. Actual fag lord. But whatever. Oh, these fucking kids. Not living on a lost chat, you can goddamn guarantee that. Also, why is it dark as piss, Elden Ring? Christ alive. Get some fucking torches out there. Is it a castle or isn't it? God. I get that it's been in ruins for 5,000 years, but you'd think they'd have some torches outside. God damn. Fuck me. And none of the enemies carry torches, except for the torch pull assholes. That's it. Like, why does no one carry a fucking torch at night? You had the fucking Godric soldiers in the beginning area of Limgrave, near the Church of Ella, holding a fucking torch. and it's lit all the time. So why don't other I don't just don't fucking get it, dude. And bro, you really spawned me this far away from them? Man, you're an asshole, From Software. God damn. Ugh. I hope that Birdman guy is. I hope that Birdman's fucking 2 subscribers on YouTube enjoyed his microcock being on screen. Man, spawned me so goddamn far away, it's not even fucking funny, dude. As soon as I heard the wolves, I knew exactly where he was gonna be. Or was. Because the game's a jackass when it comes to spawning in invaders, because fuck invaders. They're not supposed to use the mechanic in the game that we have built specifically for this. Why would they ever do that? How dare they use a fucking mechanic we installed in the game from the first Demon Soul? Dude, if you get clapped on by the PvE, I'm gonna be bored. What's up? Oh my god. Man, both of you suck at this game. You can't even hit deer. There you go. Are you gonna fucking fight me or what? Damn, you are lagging so fucking hard, it's not even funny, dude. Yeah, you see that axe in your hand? You can fucking swing it, dude. Jesus. All my buffs wore off because I had to chase you idiots down. Are you gonna fight me or are you gonna be a pussy and run off? Give credence to your name, Weenie Man. Thank you. Dude, you are lagging severely. Here, hold this, please. Adorable. So I love how assholes like this can just run around and then consider themselves good because they lagged 13,000 times with a 10 million ping, but I get errors that knock me out of the game because my frame rate isn't suitable for online play. But these retards can run around completely unaffected. Sure, Elden Ring, that makes fucking sense, except fuck you. God motherfucking damn, bitch. Oh my fucking god, dude. Well, that's gonna be it for us, guys. Fuck me, I hate the PvP in this game. I hate what it's become. 30 is the only place where I feel reasonably confident in my ability to do anything. Anything above level 30, especially at meta, which is the 150 I was at in the arena. That's where all the sweat lords and the tryhards and the idiots who have watched a 5-minute Reddit video go to practice learning how to fight like assholes. I don't fucking care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says about my skills. I don't care what anyone says about their skills. They are dumpster fires. They are dumpster fire players who do nothing but spam the most powerful bullshit ever, or they're sweat lords. There's no in between. Anyone who's in between is either killed by me or wins because of bullshit and Elden Ring favoritism. Like that guy with the dual Death Knight axes just somehow outpacing me. Sure, whatever. Except you're playing favorites From Software and no one can tell me otherwise. That's going to be it for me. I'll be on tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget to subscribe to me here on YouTube. I keep forgetting what I'm on now. And you can also like the stream. So I'll see you guys in the next one later.